let's start with Obio Omobabalo is in the news once again. On Tuesday, it was just in the news, still in the news even allegedly for a bridge contract, and he came back more like the Tule, like what's this? Don't even go there, collecting money for not appearing for, and he said no, boy, you know, but then where should we really stand with you? But here we come now. Then the pastor shares a tweet that both of them they made together, saying that well, it looks like there is a twin in the house, but we are being told now, he says, stop sharing old photos. It cautions fans as they say as welcome twins.
Yeah, and you know the thing about social media, people, I mean, not just social media, not in this case, it's not a situation on social media, it's also about the fact that a lot of people have their eyes, I don't know what they call that thing, baby bump watchers, or there's something it's called, something, baby watchers or so. And so
watchers or something
like that, something like that. So, but Davido has in fact millions and millions of people on social media who are watching. I mean, not directly at his wife, but at him. They just see him as Davido is pregnant. Like anytime there'll be an announcement of some sort, and that's pretty much what has happened in this case, where I don't know how that tweet, it just went viral. And I'm sure the guy would have been wondering, people would have been sending messages of congratulations and so on. And I'm sure he would have been overwhelmed by, look, you all should calm down. Those are old, or whatever you people are tweeting is not so. I think that David is so popular that if his wife has put to bed, or if they have a kid right now, or they've, whatever it is, he's going to just announce it or let people know that it has happened. I don't think he's too much of a public person to escape that kind of information. So I don't know. I'm not privy to that.
At this stage, Davido has to accept that he has external families in us, you and I, and millions out there who look, whether you like it or not, whether you want to be private, we are part of this, your family.
I'm sure he knows that, and he tries, or what he has tried to do right now is just to let people know that my people is not so. Calm down.
Because one was wondering, why would he be drawn away from it to break this news, which is we shared in the grief.
Exactly.
This is time for something happy where we will celebrate. We're not asking you to pay for the drinks. We will pay and the foods to roll out.
So I think he's just trying to calm everybody down to say, wait, let the thing happen first.
Okay, so let's drift away now to, well, another one of our favorite. We like her. We love her, she loves us, but we go for basketballs when the time comes. That's the thing about this next person. The other time we heard from her was how she was so excited to meet Ashake and wanting to be a backup for Ashake. But the next time we see her, even though we know daddy has money, who's your daddy? And I'm talking about the gelato singer, DJ Copy, known as originally as Florence Otedola. Well, she's bagged an award for philanthropy, and she gave a acceptance speech. We know she gives a great deal, and she's got two very pretty dogs, two Fifu and Dudu and Fifu.
Wow. You're quite fun. I mean, go ahead, bro. What else does she have? The dogs.
Oh, come on. Okay, no, so guys, back to the gist. Now, this is about you. Just let me stay away from this. But she got the award. But I'm putting this question across to you because I know how you guys feel about awards and the authenticity and what it really means. Speak to me about this.
Oh, I mean, the truth is, when you are in this, not just the entertainment space, in whatever field of work that you do, if you are recognized or awarded or it always feels good. I mean, I think it's part of the justification of the work you put into that particular field. I mean, in this case, it was the leadership award, right? And where some people, I'll say, some people don't really take things like this seriously. They just think that, and because she comes from a very wealthy background, and people we know her, so to speak. Some people just undermine the work she puts into everything that she does, and that's one thing I've seen about DJ Copy. People don't take her seriously. They just think that because your daddy has money, because your father has money, and I really think it's unfair on her, and based on the effort that we see that she puts into all of these things. I mean, you don't just wake up one morning and then a body like, just come and then say they want to give you an award for. But if you follow her really, you see that she puts in a lot of, resources and work into her philanthropy works. She has been doing this way before, like a long time ago, because she can afford it, number one.
No, but she's got the foundation. The last
that's
time
what I'm saying.
Yes.
That she has always been doing this thing like since way back, not right now. And a lot of times we don't even see a lot of the things that they do, but it helps with taking it further to her dad and any other wealthy Nigerians that we have out there. When you do CSR, it sort of helps with both your tax rate, your tax and what's it called, they waive a lot of things for you. I mean, one of the roads on Bagada Express also was done by Dangote. Even when they do it, it's still for a reason. I mean, it's connected to favor them at the end of the day, but it's what it is. You just have to find a way to give back to society. I mean, we talk about a lot of money here. How much can you possibly finish in your lifetime?
Yeah, let's not even forget that in April this year, while she was rounding off African Studies degree at Oxford University, as she was leaving, ordinary one would have, I've done studies, so what's my business? But she had to look back and say, if my this is how much it costs to pursue this degree.
Yes.
How would people who are funding privately, she left a donation?
£100,000.
That's no small money.
Imagine how much that is right now.
That's 100k naira now.
No, it's not. So you have to give her kudos. It's not her fault. She did not arrange her birth into wealth. Do you understand? And the fact that she's also making an effort to, support other people or spread the love, it's only proper that we commend and appreciate her for what she's doing.
It looks like a very fine place to maybe call out all the other.
Don't call out. No.
I'm not going to mention them. Hold on, no. If your daddy is at that level of your $10 too. Imagine what the world would look like if, or Nigeria or Lagos would look like if every daughter, at least who have that good start ahead, do get into CSR like this. We would have, take down the kind of indigent situation we've got in the country. That's just what I'm saying.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm also praying for her to have, to have a good husband.
Oh, you can put me out there if you.
No, Mas. No. I mean, no.
Okay.
I say no.
In other news, let's get into this next one. James Silas this morning. Nollywood is filled with Jezebel daughters, and this is coming from one man who is in the industry. He knows. He's done a great deal, and so you would not say he doesn't know what he's saying. He's an insider. And he broke the news, and that's talking about Charles Inoje when he spoke about it, saying, look, friends who is rich politician friend, and I'm taking this as an excerpt from an interview he gave to the Honest Bunch by Nedu and his co-travelers on a podcast, when he said there are times when his rich friends would watch the movie, as they're watching, they just called, hey, can you give me plug give me plug to that fine damsel we see in that movie, and then he does it. So Charles Inoje, is this news, or should we even get the police to get him for pimping?
No, he did not say he did that now. He said that's what they do.
They
call them.
him.
He did not say he now.
Plug.
They'll call you now, but he did not say that he now facilitated the hookup. Now he did not say that. Okay. But yes, they call. And the truth is that that's what happens. I mean, some of those rich people. I don't know whether they're politicians or just some people. You know how back in the day when you're watching TV, some of your favorite actresses, you fantasize and crush over them, but you don't even know how to get them. But in the rich men's circle, they have the money, they know who to call to send the number to say, I'd like to meet this person, so it happens everywhere, pretty much. But in this case, I think what he has tried to do, and then when it comes to this Honest Bunch, the podcast, it's very important. They always say that make sure you watch from start to finish, so that you can get the full context of whatever excerpts you would have seen on social media. Which is why sometimes when the news comes, I always say that the media has a lot of work to do when it comes to these things. Don't just take out one bite of the whole news and then publicize it, and then some people just misunderstand what exactly has been spoken about.
Because I still like to dig some dirt. No, I still like to dig up the story.
Oh, Mars, feel free, go. I trust you.
So, in addition, now even Charles Inoje went ahead to raise the issues of, see, how much do we really even pay these ladies when they come to cast for these roles? Forget it. What the argument? It's more like the extra job is from this kind of calls they get. Daddy, I need a children need a house, and that's how we see some of these things. He went for the eyes of the fish straight to put them out there.
No, he did put them out. Oh. If Charles Inoje wanted to put out, he will call names. He'll say, for example, he will call the name.
Okay.
And that's how to point the eyes proper.
Okay.
But when you generalize like this, then it's still alleged.
It was still keeping it.
So we don't know. We have to tell us who did and who did not. Do you understand? And the truth is that it's not synonymous to the females. We have the male guys or the male actors who are also targets. So both female, and the way I've heard in the stories in the news, both female and male admirers. Yeah.
That takes me to Chidi Mokeme. The last time I saw Scar, that was inside that Scar.
Yeah, Shanty Town.
Oh God! When he explained what went through, how he had to leave he didn't take brush for about to look that part for that movie. Honestly, I know that. Look,
I mean, it was his comeback, so he needed to
look rugged,
make his statements.
Yes.
No, he did well.
So, but Chidi Mokeme this time around, Sam Dede also, this guy, they tell me sometimes he looks like one other guy abroad, and yet they're not related, but you have to do the explaining. And now they say they will be starring in Merry Men 2, and you know when we mentioned Merry Men 3, and that's because it's a movie by A.Y. Makun, the comedian, who was, this week, it's been in the news too, for a very tasteless, crass joke that he had to apologize to someone who is also been in the news too this week, Davido. So now that brings me to, are you guys chasing popularity or probably publicity stunts for your new project every time you just walk blindly into this kind of controversies?
Honestly, it's what it is. Sadly, it's what it is. I mean, as easy as it is for a lot of people to deny or say no, that's not the intention. For everybody who's the entertainment space, for everybody who's doing whatever it is that you're doing, they just look for a way to market and get attention. So, like I said, sadly, it's just what it is. But then again, that joke or that particular thing that he had put out had been done way back. Do you understand? It wasn't recently. But hey, posting it as in specifically highlighting and putting it out there, especially at a time where Davido was also in the news, it just he tapped into the buzz and then trying to make it all, did it to his advantage. But still, AY is a good businessman as far as and comedy events or whatever is concerned. AY, it might be tasteless to a lot of people, like I admit, I agree, I understand, but it was still I mean, he did what he needed to do at that point in time.
The issue is, we're here now that Jada Pinkett and Smith have been separated for 7 years. And I'd like you to link that up with a certain comment she made sometime when it was said that, this is where the proverb comes in now, where it was said that the perceived mastermind behind the killing of Tupac Shakur have been found, one of them who was present and knows about it. And then she sent out a tweet saying, thankfully, the family would find what she called closure now, and somebody came for her straight. Can you focus on Smith, please? Take it away from here.
So, I mean, I don't know if people are surprised. Do you understand? For a lot of us that have followed the Smiths, so to speak, I believe that we're not surprised that, I mean, Will Smith had been in several situations or even in the news for cheating way back. You remember when we had the story of the August Alsina situation and Jada Pinkett as well, So all those things were not surprising to me because, and remember they also had like this red table talk to discuss the situation. Truth is that, I mean, if Will Smith was surprised about that particular should I say incident or the situation, what did she call that thing? Oh, there was a term she used at the time that became no, not it wasn't situationship. Oh, my head. Anyway, there was a way she described it, and that was what she called it at that point in time. So I feel like it's just what it is. They had a situation, and then Will Smith came on the show to talk about how he felt about the situation. But above all, I'm not surprised that they they've been separated all along. But let's also not forget
entanglement. Someone sent in
entanglement. Thank you. Who was that?
Shola. I've got Shola.
God bless you, Shola. Entanglement. They had an entanglement. So, so quickly, they've been separated. Oh, I'm not surprised, like I said, but we didn't know for how long. But we just knew that they had not been together. I mean, look at all those. You think if they were together, the whole Augusta Sena thing would have happened? No, they've been separated, and I feel like what's it called? What has not happened is that they had not been officially divorced. And I was talking to Mr. C. In fact, he had to make sure that he passed this very strong information to me as I was coming on air, that they've not been divorced. And pretty much because they were married under California law, which and then they didn't have a prenup. So if they are going to break up or say divorce officially right now, they're going to have to share everything 50-50 from A to Z. Go ahead. I can see some messages there.
See, this guys, it just showed what happened right now. They just decided not to interrupt the flow of the conversation. They were just listening, and instantly when you're looking for that word, they just
God bless them. So see. Thank you very much, guys.
We've got great listeners.
Love that.
Honestly, it seemed like this is where we'd wrap up the show this morning. But honestly, I feel hurt for Smith. Though I'm not Smith.
No, don't be hurt for him.
Okay.
Smith is fine. Trust me. I think it's good. They both, like I said, the news just look for something to get people to read. But this nobody's sad. The family, the kids, they all still come together. Did you see the picture from last year? Was it Christmas? They are fine. They're good.
James Silas.
Absolutely. Yeah. James Silas is James Silas everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, X, the app formerly known as Twitter. Yes. I'm just everywhere. Snapchat. See, I'm everywhere. TikTok. Kindly subscribe to the James and Oris show. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.